The loud sirens of a fire engine may tell you when junior Mike Donnelly is coming from miles away. Whenever Mike gets the chance, he hangs out at the Pound Ridge Fire Department or suits up for a ride in a roaring engine.
When I'm getting ready, I think of anything that can happen, anything that can go wrong. So, you're preparing for the worst, but you're hoping for the best.
Students under the age of 18, though, like Mike, that want to help out have to look farther from home due to the age requirement to become a volunteer firefighter in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, you have to be 18. But in New York State, you can be 15. 15 to start training, and you can join a department. So, and when you turn 16, you can start going to calls. You get a pager.
Volunteers must go through training in order to become certified to serve.
Well, every Monday night, we have company drills, and we do all sorts of drills. We practice throwing ladders or running hose lines into a building. Last month, we did ice rescue drills. We cut holes in the ice. We practice pulling someone out of a frozen lake with dry suits on. It changes month to month.
According to firefighter Nick Rienzi, training is not the only essential component for becoming a firefighter.
The most important trait a volunteer firefighter should have is probably determination, willingness to do anything that they're asked to. You got to be hardworking. Obviously, there is no pay involved, so there has to be something else that needs to spark within somebody in order to get them to come out in the middle of the night, get out of their beds to, come to a call.
The responsibilities for volunteer firefighters vary.
We have a lot of responsibilities as volunteer unpaid firemen. Like 1 minute we could be doing like our SAT prep, and the next our pager goes off and we have to be 15 minutes away helping out with a structure fire. It's really like quick thinking kind of jobs.
Firefighters are called for a variety of jobs, and no matter how prepared, they can never know exactly what to expect.
Every call can be different. You have to be ready to think on your feet. Anything can happen, so you be ready.
I try and calm myself down, say stuff to me, I'll even sing to myself if I have to.
For many students, the motivation behind the decision to volunteer came from family influences.
I became a volunteer firefighter because when my dad was my age, he was a volunteer at Darien and Norton Heights, and I just wanted to follow in his footsteps.
Well, my uncle, when I was growing up, he was a firefighter, and I always kind of looked up to him. I thought it was really cool, and I like to help people a lot, and so this was a cool way to do it. And it's fun, and I really like to do it.
The decision to become volunteer firefighters is something that will impact the students' lives in the future.
I'd like to join the Air Force and become a firefighter for them for plane crashes, work on aircraft carriers, bases, anything to do with firefighters I want to do when I get older.
Mike added the importance of the lessons he has learned so far as a volunteer.
Common sense is the biggest thing we learn here. It doesn't make a lot of sense to go into a burning building, but when there's someone inside, it makes a lot of sense. And something that takes a while to learn is like situational awareness. So just knowing what's going on around you is really important to understand.